Oh, boy. All right. It's the domino. The entire league has been waiting and waiting and waiting to see if it falls. So back here with our senior NBA insider, Shams Charania. Shams, the entire basketball world is wondering, where do things stand between Giannis and the Bucks right now?
Malika, right now, Bucks general manager John Horst, ownership, other high-ranking team officials, they're all sifting through the most aggressive offers for Giannis in trades. They've opened up conversations really for the last 7 to 10 days. And to put it plainly, the Bucks are fully aware, Malika, that Giannis is ready for an exit from the franchise, whether it's right now or in the offseason. Right now, the Bucks are operating with a tremendous amount of leverage. He's got a year and a half left on his deal. That's 2 playoff runs if he were to be traded. So John Horst right now has a decision to make. Is there a risk reward toward doing a deal now at the deadline or waiting in the offseason? Of course, as it's been termed to me, the writing seemingly on the wall. So, one path could be trading him now, but if you wait for the summer, Giannis will be essentially an expiring contract, being able to have a level of say-so on, I want to play here, or I want to play there. And any team that wants to trade for Giannis will want to know he wants to be long-term. And the other side to all this, as Bobby can lay out perfectly, is the Bucks have some level of control of their pick and having a high draft pick this year. And Giannis wants to play the second half of the season. And Giannis will lead to wins, and he wants to compete for a championship. So how do the Bucks handle the potential conflict that could be at play after the All-Star break or after the trade deadline when Giannis is ready to play and the franchise might be going another way?
The writing is on the wall, as you say, but this is incredibly complicated. Shams, thank you so very much for laying all of that out. And it's made even more complex by this, right? Giannis told the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel yesterday, quote, "If you ask me, what do I really want deep down in my heart?" He said, "I want to be a Milwaukee Buck until I retire and win a championship here." That's what he said yesterday, folks. And he continued, right? He said, if that is not possible to happen, and if then you realize maybe it's not the case and maybe they're looking elsewhere and that's not what they're trying to do, then automatically you have to be in the plans of what they're trying to do or weigh the other options. It's normal. I always listen and trust. But what I'm saying, or what I'm trying to say, is how many chances do I have left to win a championship? So you just got to be more careful and more urgent in every decision that you make moving forward. Shump, what? What?
He said, I want to leave. I just don't want it to be my fault. That's it. That's all I heard. Like, I get the whole, like, because I think James did it too, right? They give you this, like, elaborate answer to, like, tell you, like, you know what I mean? Like, I know y'all kind of mad, but it's like, we get it. You wanted to leave. You're going to get out. We respect your body of work. You play hard. We're not worried about you. You play hard. You know what I mean? Like, long as you guys play hard out there, we're not going to get mad at you if you ask for a trade. Time's up.
Shump, what movie were we talking about in the break?
Which one?
Come on. The Dark Knight.
Batman.
We were talking about The Dark Knight, and Giannis is the hero of Milwaukee. But there's a quote, you live long enough to see yourself become the villain. It's okay to be a hero and to be so great that you become the villain because you went out. You accomplished everything that Milwaukee needed.
He Batman?
No, he Batman, Superman, all of them. All of them. And at some point, you're going to make the wrong people or the right people unhappy. And it's okay. It's okay. I think he's trying to handle this as politically correct and polite as possible. But if you went out and you can find yourself in a situation where you have said countless times over the past 3 years, I want to win a championship. You have power in this to flex and dictate, and don't let that go for granted, as I point to Wendy, who's holding up the sign.
This is I don't know if they can see it on TV. This is the only thing that matters.
You got to use darker markers.
I appreciate everything that he said. 4 years, $275 million. Giannis, are you signing the extension with Milwaukee? Yes, then you're not going anywhere. No, then you're going to get traded. Everything else is just making everybody feel nice. There's nothing else needs to be said. That is the only question. I've heard everything he said. With all due respect, the only question that matters, will you sign the extension in the offseason or not? That's it. Everything else, I don't want to hear.
Oh, you turned up today. I love it. I love it when he turned.
I keep on looking at that clock behind me.
Yep.
Tick, tick, tick.
It's going slower.
Next 8 hours.
It's going slower.
We're going to know if there's a Giannis deal
In the next 8 hours.
I've been part of these. These are complex. Unless it's going to be Golden State, which is basically the easiest way to do a deal. there's a lot of moving parts here, and I think there's going to have to be a framework of a Giannis-type trade by midnight tonight for something to happen by tomorrow.
But Wendy, you just said something. All that matters is the 4 years, 275, right? But if you sign that extension in Milwaukee, haven't we, and I say we as if you're a member of the Bucks organization, exhausted so many options to see if you can bring that championship there?
Yes.
Shouldn't the answer be already known? Meaning
Yes.
you want to get out.
You know what? The answer is already known.
Okay.
Okay? That's why they're negotiating. The answer is already known.
But Bobby said the magic words, or maybe the magic franchise, if we're going to see a deal done in the next 8 hours, it seems that would be Golden State.
I don't know about that. Minnesota's offer, they have to kind of put it together.
Okay.
Miami has an offer that they could take. I think Golden State's offer is better because the unprotected picks post Steph I value more. But the Miami offer, which has young players and a couple of draft picks in it, they could take that offer. And especially if Giannis wants to do it. But it really comes down to why would they trade him if they don't have to trade him? If they can string this out more, he's not forcing it. So if he's not forcing it, it benefits the team to try to wait till the summer.
That's true, but it contradicts what he wants to win a championship, and you should use your power to dictate where you want to go. Because when I'm
Yes.
thinking about it, Miami, I'm not sure. The East is wide open, but do you have enough of the pieces? Are you going to attract people there to win? Or can you go and start thinking about Ant or Steph? And okay, if the possibility is now, we have 8 hours and counting.
I also think
this is the time.
I also think we should point out that we've had a couple of surprise trades. We did not know that Utah was going to make this deal for Jaren Jackson. Those of us in the information business, we did not know, except for a very short heads up, that Washington was going to make this deal. It is possible there's another offer that we don't know about that Milwaukee has. Just to be clear,
it feels like though we've all been, as people in the information business, hearing about Golden State and them looking to continue to capitalize around the window of Steph Curry for a while now, and that's gotten more urgent. The Warriors, they fell last night 113-94 to the 76ers. They dropped to 4-8 without Steph Curry this season. And Draymond Green, he scored 6 points in his 923rd career game, all with the Warriors. But post-game, things took a little bit of a turn here. Draymond Green, he talked about the possibility of this being his last game with Golden State.
I think a lot of people want to know, how I feel about it. Am I upset about it? Or, I'm not at all. I don't. If that's what's best for this organization, that's what's best for the organization. I'm not oh, man, they me over or something like that. I don't really feel that way. I've been here for 13 and a half years. I don't know that it ends at 13 and a half, but if it does, what a run it's been. I'll take the fine for it. What a run it's been. So that's just how I feel.
I don't know that they're going to find Draymond for that, but whoa. That's not what I was expecting to hear from Draymond Green post-game. But, Mark, you were there. You got a chance to talk to Draymond one-on-one. What did you learn?
Well, I talked to him before the game. This is a guy I met in 2012 when he was a second-round pick coming off the bench in Summer League, who turned that into $225 million.
Yeah.
So I asked him before the game, how do you feel? And he's like, and I'm reading, he said, if someone walked up to me 13 years ago and said, would you sign up for this? I would sign up for it. And they walked up to me and asked me would I sign up for it now? I would sign up for it. And he said that he knows this is a business. The business gets everybody at some point. It just depends on how it gets you, which I know Shump likes that line. It's good for me to have 13 and a half years here, so why would I worry about it? And I said, well, what about your wife? His son had walked into the locker room. He said, my family's not worried about it, but I do find it interesting that Hazel Renee was in the press conference watching it afterwards, which she has never done. I also talked to Kuminga, who's interested in this as well. He's very much curious about wanting to go. He'd still love to go. He said his knee's getting better. He started working out. And I said, well, how would you feel if you're still here on Thursday? And he goes, God's plan, God's plan.
All right, so Draymond Green ready to accept whatever happens. Jonathan Kuminga hoping to see some action
he'll walk
here.
to Milwaukee.
Well, if his knee allows him to. Bobby Marks is at the touchscreen. Bobby, if the Warriors and Milwaukee Bucks are to strike a deal here, would Draymond Green need to be in it?
He would, unless you're going to include Jimmy Butler here. And it's really, As complex as the CBA is, it's simple math here. When you're looking at Draymond, who makes close to 26, remember this is a second apron team. They cannot take back more money in a deal here. When you look at Draymond, and we're going to add Jonathan Kuminga, and let's put Moses Moody in here. Those three players work. If you didn't include Draymond, you're going to have to put Jimmy Butler in the trade. So the three players there. I think this is going to be the most important thing in this trade is the picks, 2026, 28, 30, and 32. Those would go to Milwaukee here. And when you look at that type of trade, it certainly works. Green, Kuminga, Moody. Green can certainly be rerouted somewhere else. And then as we talked about, all these draft picks for a Golden State team that will have Giannis and Steph Curry with Jimmy Butler out until probably next February.
Shump, if you're the Milwaukee Bucks, do you make the deal in the next 8 hours, as Bobby Mark said? That's the timeline we're working with?
If I'm the Milwaukee Bucks, no, I'm not helping. I don't like helping people like that. That's a lot of help. I ain't gonna lie, that's a lot of help that you're giving over there to Golden State, and I'm not one of those guys. I'm a super competitor. They better be glad I ain't the GM, but I do hope it happens as a fan.
Well, that's why you send him west as opposed to keeping him in the Eastern Conference like somewhere like Miami.
If you ever want to win, you got to deal with them.
All right. Well, there you go. Amazingly, we still have some action. We still have NBA games being played in the midst of all this. On Saturday,